Today, July 20, Coinbase dropped 8%. And so many people are wondering, is Coinbase going to drop below $100? Because we're at 101 now. And so since we did our last Coinbase video on June 21, on this day, where we analyze unusual options at the 75 strike price calls, it came true. And you can see here the stock has not only broken the $75 price range, it has now gone all the way up to 101. And that's a gain of about 75% since our last video on Coinbase. Okay, so this video, make sure to watch that if you haven't, to learn how we analyzed unusual options. These were the 75 strike calls we were analyzing, and they were going for $174 originally, and currently today they're worth about $2,471 in profits now, right? $2,471 in profits. You divide that by the initial investment of 174 times 100 to get a percentage. You'll see that these call options that were being bought on June 21 are now a 1,420% gain, okay? Because the stock itself went up 75%. And so that's what call options can give you, that leverage to gain even more if you're right. And so that's why we use unusual options to find out what direction stock prices are going to be moving. Okay, and so let's get into the unusual options we detected today to see what is going to happen to Coinbase. And if it falls, how far will it fall? This is the options tape. You can see this all happened at 118. 7,703 contracts for the 80 strike puts and the 60 strike puts. Okay, so when we take a look at that, that's 22 days away. 60 strikes are over here. You can see that the volume here, 10,000, much greater than the open interest. So we know these are opening trades. We believe they are selling the 60 strike puts. Okay, and they are buying the 80 strike puts, and that's why we also have a position as well. Same situation, volume greater than the open interest here. So these are opening trades. Okay, and it's currently going for a 187 per trade. And when you analyze this trade, let's take off the unusual options we analyzed on June 21. Oh, and by the way, if you do want to watch that video on June 21 to learn how we did this, we'll put a link here at the top. If you have info cards turned on, you can click that and watch that video. Also, at the end of the video, we'll link that as well, since it was a very, very profitable trade, and you could learn a lot from that in hindsight. Okay, so this is the trade today of these unusual options. You can see that the price of Coinbase at 101, as it goes down on the x-axis, this profit loss curve will be a gain since it's above the zero profit gain line on the y-axis. Anything above it is a gain. If the lines are below it, that's a loss. Okay, so as time goes on to August 11, the break even will start to shift from here all the way down here, since there is a theta decay. You can see the Greeks here, a -9 theta decay. Okay, and there's a -12 delta, so we know this is a short position, this is bearish. Okay, and since they're paying about $187 for each of these contracts, we can get an estimate of the value here, 187 times the 7703. So this trade was about $1.4 million to put on this short position. Now, this could also be a hedge, right? Because they could have stock on Coinbase, and they're worried that Coinbase could drop significantly, and so they're buying these put options. It's a put spread to hedge themselves in case this drops down past $80, which is their strike price. Then there will be they won't have much of a loss here because they have these put options to allow them to become profitable. Okay, you can see that the risk to reward ratio here is also very high, right? They're risking about 187, but they have the potential to gain all the way to about, you can see the max profit is 1,813. So that's close to a multiple of 10 here, right? So quite a lot if Coinbase crashes. So it's essentially, if this was a hedge, this is essentially like paying for insurance and to protect themselves to the downside here. Okay, so keep that in mind whenever there are these bearish put positions, bearish, that they could be hedges. And so you have to analyze other sources of data to confirm that. And that's what we do. And when we find trades that are more probable to be accurate in stock price direction, we let our members know. We have a membership where you can join to get access to exclusive videos. So click the join button on our channel homepage to learn more on how you can get access to that. We don't analyze just a few stocks. We analyze many stocks to find which ones will be most accurate. And this, for example, Coinbase was very accurate. And so make sure to watch that video on June 21 when we made this trade about Coinbase reaching $75 when Bitcoin went above $30,000, because interestingly, Bitcoin is now below 30,000. It's 29,750. So this seems like a bearish signal here, when previously we said Bitcoin broke 30,000, and so it went up. And so potentially now Coinbase could be going down because of the fact that Bitcoin is now below that $30,000 mark again. Okay, so keep that all in mind. Yeah, hope this was something helpful and you learned something. And if you didn't, make sure to watch the June 21 video so you'll learn even more. All right, so take care. Good luck. Smash that like button as usual, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon. You'll be notified whenever we detect unusual option activity. Take care and good luck.